What is up, Man Hour Nation? It is Michael Buck Nasty right here tonight, this morning, Tuesday edition of Man Hour NFL Talk, NFL Power Rankings edition. We got a brand new top 10 coming to you guys right here, right now. It is about to be live, raw and uncut. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But first, and now, Mike's thoughts. Obviously, guys, Aaron Rodgers went down last night with an ankle injury. There are many speculations out there: ankle sprain, broken ankle, Achilles. Allegedly, the x-rays come back negative, so it's not a broken, but we don't know the extent beyond that point. But we're not here to talk about injuries, right? I mean, obviously, it's a very, very bad thing. What we are here to discuss, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, is the trash talk groups. Here on Man Hour, guys, we never wish ill will on anybody. Meaning we do not wish injury and we do not celebrate injury. Injury is a part of the game, yes. However, injury freaking sucks. And to be boasting and gloating that a player got hurt, that will get you banned quicker than you can slay sliced bread. All of my moderators are out there, and they know that once we start talking about injuries, yes, injuries is we can discuss injuries, right? But once you start saying, ha ha ha, I'm glad he got hurt, see you later, alligator. I don't accept that in my trash talk groups. I don't accept that in our NFL talk group. I don't expect it here on the live chat either. I just want to be upfront and honest with you guys 100%. I do not accept that bullshit here. Normally, I'm a very happy, lovable guy. But the minute Aaron Rodgers got hurt, my inbox blew up. Oh, I told you it wasn't going to last all season. What are you talking about? I don't care. Yes, injuries are part of the game. But for you to be predicting an injury and acting ill will and all this crap, shut up. I don't want to hear it. Nobody else wants to hear it either. We don't. So take your injury and shove it up your ass. I'm going to be flat out honest about it. That pisses me off. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You know on the beat every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs. You know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA. We the big spark. No 4th and inches, won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckasher here, or on the Tuesday edition of Man Hour NFL Talk. Power Ranking Show is live right now. If you guys are listening to us live right here at Facebook.com or YouTube.com, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, but most importantly, hit that share button. Sharing is caring at the end of the day. And guys, spoiler alert, I am not exactly live right now. I recorded this Monday night to give you guys a Tuesday show because I don't want to miss any more shows, but I am currently MIA. I am out of the state picking up a puppy. Birdie is a part of our family as of right now. And guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this NFL Power Rankings edition, previously recorded. But this is live, raw, uncut sports. Like, I'm not going to edit anything out. This is straight off the top of the dome. But it is time to get into the NFL Power Rankings of the day. Obviously, guys, week 1 power rankings, as Hoffy most politely pointed out on Monday's show, 5 of the 10 teams lost. The Steelers, Giants, Chiefs, Bengals, who else lost? And there's one other team. Can't think of it right now. Who was it? Can't remember. But there were 5 teams up there that lost. There's been shuffling around the NFL power ranking landscape here on the Man Hour, Buck Nasty's power rankings, guys, and I am very confident in these power rankings. Now, there are some teams that lost in week 1 of the NFL season that are still up there in the power rankings, and some of them actually moved into the power rankings even though they lost. So just because you lose a game, just because you may not be on the left side of your scoreboard, it doesn't mean that you cannot move up in the Man Hour power rankings. Because it's all about the eye test. It's all about what I see on the field, and I see a great product in our number 10 team, and that is the Los Angeles Chargers. Guys, I think the Los Angeles Chargers, I've been downplaying them a lot, right? Mainly, I guess you can call me a homer. You can call me a Chiefs fan because I am a Chiefs fan. I'm wearing my Kansas City hat right now. Royals, baby. Even though we haven't won anything for quite some time. But hey, I still root for my boys. I'm not a fair weather fan. But the LA Chargers have the best roster on paper. On the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball, I like what they're doing. I like the parts that they have. I like me some Justin Herbert. I like me some Mike Williams. I like me Eckers. I like me Keenan Allen, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. Guys, this defense, this offense is loaded on both sides of the ball. The weakest point for the LA Chargers right now is Brandon Staley. If Brandon Staley can get out of his own shadow, the LA Chargers are going to be a 10-win team, possibly 11. They are going to be battling for the AFC West crown if they keep up what they did on Sunday versus the Miami Dolphins. They gave up 36 points to the Miami Dolphins, but the Miami Dolphins are a high-flying offense. They are going to score 30-plus points every game. Luckily for them, they don't play the Miami Dolphins every week. Lucky for the LA Chargers, they do have teams in their division like the Denver Broncos, like the Las Vegas Raiders, right, Jim? Like the team that they play next week in the Tennessee Titans. I think they're going to dominate the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans looked not so great, but coming in at number 10, they have them moving up in the power rankings to number 10. They weren't in the top 10 last week. Have them moving up to number 10, and that is the LA Chargers, even despite the loss. I do like what they've done. I do like what they're doing, going to be moving forward. Another team that we need to jump on the bandwagon right now that I've been talking up all off season, and that is the number 9 team, and that is the Green Bay Packers. They showed up and they did some work versus the Chicago Bears. I know what you guys say. Oh, it's just the Chicago Bears. It's just the Chicago Bears. They're shitty. They're this, yada, yada, yada. Guys, as much as we talk down about the Chicago Bears, they still added DJ Moore this offseason. They still added Edmonds to the defensive side of the ball this offseason. They added some running back help. They had a really good draft. Justin Fields is not a Jamarcus Russell bust. Guys, the Green Bay Packers are the real deal. Not because of Jordan Love. Jordan Love is going to have a great season. He is going to be the best quarterback in the the NFC North. He is going to do some work, I think. But that defense was sneakily really good on Sunday. They came in, they came flying around, they had a chip on their shoulder, and they were going to hit you in the mouth over and over and over again. And we also have to realize that the Packers were kind of not at full strength either. Watson wasn't in there, right? Christian Watson, arguably their number 1 receiver, wasn't in there, right? Aaron Jones didn't play the whole fourth quarter because of a strained hamstring. He should be ready to go by next week when they play the Atlanta Falcons at 1 o'clock at the dirty, dirty South. But the Green Bay Packers are not a team to sleep on anymore, and that's why I have them cracking the top 10 at this number 9 spot here. Now, a team that kind of disappointed us on Sunday. This team did not show up to play. This team had 148 total yards, 82 yards passing. Not the first quarter, not the second quarter, but the whole game. This is a team that got beat down 24-3. And that is the number 8 team, Cincinnati Bengals. As they did look terrible on Sunday, we still have to look of the whole picture. The whole picture is that they played a really good Cleveland Browns team. The whole picture is they still have a really, really good football team. The whole picture is that they played on a pretty crappy surface that did not really suit to their personality, right? Let's just be honest. The Cincinnati Bengals are not a jam you down the throat, run the ball, kind of chip on the shoulder team. They are a finesse, fair weather team, right? Hey, if it's 65 and sunny, we're going to put up 85 points on you, and we can't be stopped. Now, obviously, football is played in December, January, February, when it's cold, when it's raining, when it's snowing, when it's just nasty outside, right? So everything that I said, you should say, well, the Bengals should be out of the top 10, yada, yada, yada. I'm taking into perspective that Joe Burrow is coming off of that calf injury. He did not practice for a month and a half, right? There's that timing that's off. There's that little bit of rust. So I still have faith in the Cincinnati Bengals will turn it around. I do have faith that the Cincinnati Bengals will still have a pretty good season. And they play a division rival at home in the Baltimore Ravens. Their season starts off pretty tough. At Cleveland, very tough place to play. Joe Burrow is 1-5 versus the Cleveland Browns, and then they turn around to come home and play the Baltimore Ravens. A Ravens team that has Super Bowl aspirations, a Baltimore Ravens team that many people have in their top 10. A Super Bowl, a Baltimore Ravens team that's saying this is their year, this is their year, this is their year. So this next game for the Cincinnati Bengals is a huge measuring stick. Obviously, if they drop down to 0-2, we got to slide them out. Losing to the Browns, losing to the Ravens, just as they are both really good two teams. The point of the matter is you're 0-2, and obviously we can't predict how they're going to look, but the Bengals did not look good on Sunday, so that's why I did slide them. Still have them in the top 8, in the top 10, just sitting at number 8. Now, this team played Thursday night. This team had its high moments, had its low moments. This team came in to Arrowhead Stadium and upset the defending champs, and that is the number 7, the Detroit Lions. I have them sliding into the top 10 this week as my week 2 power rankings because they did beat the defending champs. They were number 11 last week, just on the outside looking in. A huge win. You got to give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to put an asterisk next to that win versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I heard what the NBC reporter said, or the sideline guy said. Well, you got to put an asterisk next to their win because Chris Jones and Travis Kelce isn't there, yada, yada, yada. Okay, great. So if they would have done that week 16 and Travis Kelce was injured and Chris Jones was injured, would it have mattered? Like, would you have an asterisk then? That's just an asinine statement coming out of their mouth, 100%. But I do have the Detroit Lions coming in at number 7 because of the win of the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was kind of on the hype train, kind of off the. I was trying to keep it level-headed, but I do like the Detroit Lions. I do like what they did. This offseason. I was kind of taken back by the first overall pick or 12th overall pick in Jamar Gibbs. I was like, whoa, wait a second. But then they drafted Jack Campbell and then the tight end and Brian Branch. That's Bam Branch, right? From Alabama. Like, they secretly kind of had a really, really good draft, and those pieces are coming together. They had a great offseason. CJ Garner-Johnson's doing his thing. Cam Sutton doing his thing, right? But still got Adrian Hutchinson, and Jared Goff secretly might be a dark horse MVP. Slow it down, baby, right? But they do play the Seahawks this week. A Seahawks team that we had in the top 10 week 1 got beat by the LA Rams. They're out of the top 10 now, and we insert the Detroit Lions coming in at number 7. I do like what the Lions are doing right now, so that's why I think they are the 7th most powerful team in the NFL right now. Now, coming in at number 6, this team beat down the Cincinnati Bengals 24-10. Their defense was magnificent, right? Offense was pretty damn good as well. Had some rusty spots, slippery field, you call it whatever you want, but that is coming in at number 6, and that is the Cleveland Browns. I wanted to put them higher. I really, truly did. But the fact of the matter is the top 6 teams, they are really, really close. They're really, really convoluted, right? The Cleveland Browns guys are a really good football team. They have some kinks to work out on the offensive side of the ball still. Deshaun Watson needs to maybe elevate his game a little bit more. They do play the Pittsburgh Steelers week 2 on Monday Night Football. Steelers, a team that I had in the top 10, obviously not there anymore. They're out. They got their asses whooped by the 49ers 30-7. So it's a good measuring stick point because it is a division game for the Cleveland Browns. And they do play the Titans week 3, and then the Ravens, and then the 49ers following up. So the Browns have got their work cut out for them moving forward. So we slid them into the top 10. Number 6, I did not want to put them in the top 5 quite yet. Show me a little bit more. Show me that you can maintain it, week 2, week 3, and beyond. But as of right now, week 2, the Cleveland Browns are the most 6th best team in the NFL. Coming in at number 5 is a team that is 0-1, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. And I hear it now. Oh, but Buck, the Detroit Lions beat them, and you had the Lions at number 7, the Chiefs at 5. Shouldn't you be flip-flopping around? Shouldn't you do this, and this, and this? No. Because of the simple fact that Chris Jones is now back on the Kansas City Chiefs roster. That is a huge, huge momentum shift in general. Just having your best player back on your team, back in the locker room, is a huge momentum shift. He can be dog shit for week 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but just his pure momentum, his pure physical presence on the field is going to make teams adjust their game plans. Those runs against the Detroit Lions, that was coming right up the middle. Now all of a sudden, everything's got to bounce out a little bit more. Just his pure presence there alone. Also, Travis Kelce should be coming back as well. So maybe not week 2, but week 3. So I still think the Kansas City Chiefs are still the best team in the West. Still one of the best teams in the AFC, if not the best team in the AFC. But as of right now, they are sitting at number 5. They are right there in the middle of the top 10, where we are not jumping off the Chiefs bandwagon as of right now. Still have Patrick Mahomes, still have Andy Reid, still have a pretty good receiving core, and, oh, by the way, they have the best tight end in the NFL still as well. But it is a good measuring stick game for them coming up this weekend when they travel to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. So we will get an opportunity to see that. Jaguars had a big win versus the Indianapolis Colts. Not on the Jaguars bandwagon quite yet, but the winner of that game might drop out or drop into the top 10. You never know. But speaking of dropping down, that is a team that I have dropping down from number 1 all the way down to number 4, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I can see it now. How can you drop a team from number 1 when they didn't lose and they beat a team, and they beat a New England Patriots team that is pretty good? I will give you guys that, yes. But the point of the matter is that the Philadelphia Eagles did not look like the best team in the NFL. There clearly are 3 teams better than them right now in my eyes. The Philadelphia Eagles have some work to do. They have a whole brand new secondary. a brand new defensive coordinator, a brand new offensive coordinator, a brand new running back field. They have a lot of new pieces on this team. They need to figure out how to work it all together. Now, I'm not saying the Eagles are a bad team. They are still a really, really good team. They beat a good New England Patriots team, a very underrated New England Patriots team. But they are sliding down in my power rankings because they do have some work to do. They do have some pieces to put together, and they have a really, really good measuring stick game on week 2 and week 3 when they play the Vikings at home, and then they travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. That is a Monday night football game. Actually, that's a Thursday night game, I think. But either way, 2 big games for the Eagles moving forward, 2 really get right flex on the NFL games to show them what they're working with. And I think they might do it. Maybe too early to tell. It is Tuesday. We'll see what Thursday and Friday brings when I do break down each and every one of those games. But the week 2 Sunday night game versus the Minnesota Vikings should be a good one. A Vikings team that lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, had them in the top 10, knocked them out as well. So Philadelphia Eagles sliding down to number 4, which gives us our number 3 team, and that is the Dallas Cowboys. This Dallas Cowboys team beat down the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football just the other day. 40-0, the biggest shutout win ever in Dallas Cowboys history. Not the last 10 years, not 20 years, ever, right? Ever. So the Dallas Cowboys definitely are going to bump up in my power rankings a little bit. That defense was dominant. The offense did what they needed to do, not suck. The special teams, dominant, right? And then they have a battleground versus the New York Football Jets come week 2 at home, and then they play a grungy Cardinals team and the Patriots, and then a really true test versus the 49ers moving forward come week 5. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys are the 3rd best team in the NFL. Say what you want, but this is the year for the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to make some noise moving forward. So just to recap, I know I'm kind of just going fast today, guys, but just bear with me. Let's go ahead and recap. Number 10, we do have the LA Chargers. Number 9, we do have the Green Bay Packers. Number 8, Cincinnati Bengals. Number 7, the Detroit Lions. Number 6, we have the Cleveland Browns. Coming in at number 5, the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs. And coming in at number 4, the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming in at number 3, moving up in the power rankings, quite a few spots there, the Dallas Cowboys. And then coming in at number 2 is a team that has the highest powered offense in the NFL right now, and that is the Miami Dolphins. Hashtag fins up. The Miami Dolphins beat the Chargers 36-34 on Sunday, but that is not why I'm keeping them at number 2. I had them number 2 at week 1, have them at number 2 still. The reason why I did not move them up or move them down is because they did what they needed to do. Their offense is going to win them a lot of games. The defense forgot to show up, but they showed up when the time mattered. I still think the Miami Dolphins have a really, really good defense. They have a great offense, and they have a really good game on Sunday night versus, actually Thursday night versus the New England Patriots at New England. This is going to be a great game to watch, and it's be a true test for the number 2 Miami Dolphins. But I have them coming at number 2. No change from last week because they did exactly what they needed to do. They showed me everything that I've been hyping up. Really, really good offense, really good coaching staff, really good fundamental group there. Defense forgot to show up a little bit, but they will be there. They showed up when the time mattered. So bada bing, bada boom, Miami Dolphins coming in at number 2. And that leaves us with the number 1 team, the team that won 30-7 over the Pittsburgh Steelers, the team that basically said, Brock Purdy is our guy, Trey Lance, get out of town, we'll have Sam Darnold as backup. That is the San Francisco 49ers. Not only did the San Francisco 49ers win on Sunday over a really good Pittsburgh Steelers team, they traveled across the continent. They went from West Coast to East Coast, played a 1 o'clock game. They're in their body is like 9 a.m., 10 o'clock in the morning. And not only did they show up, they had a defensive player by the Nick Bosa literally signed 2 days before and dominated. So Nick Bosa is not in game shape. They didn't have a game plan in for Nick Bosa. They didn't do anything for Nick Bosa. It was just say, get out there and see what you can do. Give him a week. Give him some game reps to get into shape. Guys, this 49ers team is going to be really, really good all season long. Basically, Brock Purdy, don't shoot yourself in the foot and blow your elbow out. You guys are going to be very, very good. They do play at LA this weekend versus the Rams. So not really a solid game, but the Rams are no slouch. Plus, it is a division game. So we will see how good or how bad the Rams actually are. But the 49ers are the best team in the NFL. If you can dispute that in any way, shape, or form, let me know, guys. So in the comments below, right here, right now, I want you guys to let me know if you agree or disagree with my power rankings. So go over it one more time. We have number 10, the LA Chargers. Coming in at 9, we do have the Green Bay Packers. Number 8, the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 7, the Detroit Lions. Number 6, the best defense of the land, Cleveland Browns. Number 5, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 4, the much-needed work Philadelphia Eagles. Number 3, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 2, Miami Dolphins. And the best team going into week 2 of this 2023 NFL season is the San Francisco 49ers. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, of course, as always, we'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. East Coast time, right here at Facebook.com and, of course, YouTube.com. Man hour.